Hello everyone, welcome to Seaborn. Today's session will be seeing how you have to use a linear relationship in us with the help of Seaborn. Let's start with the importing. We are moving to import the things. Import pandas as PD, and then we are moving to import Seaborn as SP, Seaborn as SP, then moving to import matplotlib. So import port, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So all the importing is done. Let's move to going with the data, like from where we have to load it. So df equals to sp dot load datasets, and now we are moving to use some more new datasets, and it's also a predefined dataset, that is your tips. So we are using that dataset on that, and let's move to use your rich plot, lm plots on that. The things what you want to go with the status v in the two plots in that particular. So moving to sp.lm plot, and then moving to the values like x equals to, we are having total bill, so we are going with total bill. And then we are having y equals to, we are moving to tip tip, and then the data, like what data exactly we need to go ahead with that. So data equals to df. So we need to give the SPLM plots done. So we have added just a plot as well the same way, sp dot reg plot plot. So moving to reg plot plot, inside you have to going with the x equals to total bill. So we are going with total bill, pill, total bill, and then moving to y equals to tip tip, and then the data, like we need to go with data equals to df. So all the things are done. Now need to moving with the plt dot show, because need to go with the show operation as well. So plt dot show. So we just wait for a while and give you the plots on that. So here what happened is, this is your plots on that particular areas, the total bill. So what we get, we are just going with the regex plot as well as lm plots with the help of your tip on that. So you can use this particular things on that way, where we are using the proper things on that things. So here the same thing we are getting, like we are going with the df on that, the shows all this. So in this way you can go with the data set with the size as well. Like here we are going with the things with the total bill. So let's move to see the another way, like we already imported. So if you go with sp dot lm plot on that, and then we are moving to the size. So suppose x equals to size size, and then we are moving to the y equals to your tip tip, and the data is stored in a df. The data equals to df. So and then we are going to show it. So plt dot show. So this is how we are using for the linear relationships, and we are getting in that way in this particular thing. So this is how we can use it. And for the kinds we can do the fitting different kinds of model as well in that. Like if you want to go with a different model or I model or something other models, you can go ahead and add all those model in that. So that's your wish how you have to work on this particular things. Like if you go with the other plotting, you can go with those plotting area. If you want to go with any other things, like if you want to add those particular things, you can add in that particular area also, like when you go with the data on to the load the thing. Let's move to see now only the plotting small multiples data on the grading, like phase grid if you have. So we already load the data set of tips. So we are going with the same data set. Here what we are going to grade it. So g equals to sp dot phase grid, that is phase grid grid, and then we are moving to df what we have, and then the column equals to, we are going with the time time, and then moving to plt dot show. This is for your grid one. Like when you want to go with the grading methods, you can use you can use this particular, that is facet grid. I just missed the t, go with the facet grids, wait a while, it will give you the grid on that. So this is the full, like when you use, nothing is there, just we need to print it the grid. So this is how they will print it and grid. Now if you want to add it in this particular grid, we need to add the thing. So we already give that particular facet grid on the df column time, it's done. Let's move to map it. So we are moving to map that g dot map. Here we are giving plt dot hist hist comma. Now what we have a tip tip. So we are giving this particular tip, and let's move to show that plt dot show. So this is how also you can use it in that. Wait for a while. Now what happened before that, here what happened is just a blank space. Now it comes to the tip, like time is lunch and time is dinner, and a tip on this, and they give the mapping. So with the help of map method also you can use this things. You can go with any scatter plots as well, like if you want to plot in a scatter way, you can use that particular scatter also in the same way. Now you can go with the same thing in a pair grid as well. We already have the data, so let's move to install just load the other data. So I'm just going with to load the other data, that is sp dot load data set, and I'm just trying to added the iris one, which is already there. So I just giving the loading this particular data sets. When we moving to that, load is done. Now we are using this, the sp pair grid, sp dot pair pair grid grid, and then moving to df, like what df you want to go with, and then we need to map it. We map directly here to see that how it will be look like. We just map it, and we are passing here the plt dot scatter. We use a scatter plot here, scatter, scatter, and then the last plt dot show. When you run, it's given in that way in the scatter plots. Like when you use this particular with the df, it takes little bit time because so many plots are there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So it skips all the things, whatever the plots you have it, it's give you in that way, that particular plots. We have a lot of things to here to do it in this plotting. So this is how the Seaborn basically used in the particulars areas, used in your like when you use in a data science concept, the Seaborn work in this particular way. I hope you're clear with these things. Thank you.